So I stayed in late today because at my normal start time, it was a torrential downpour. It rained and rained, and it said it was supposed to clear up. Guess what? It's cleared up. It's just gorgeous. The sun has been out maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It was just stopped raining. I folded up my tent, and now it's just absolutely gorgeous. So, will it affect the distance? Sure. Will it affect my hiking day? I hope so, for the better. I'm heading north. Hope you're having a wonderful day. 11:30. Headed north. Better hiking day. It's been like this, lots of roots and rocks. Challenging hiking. I'm about 2 hours and 2.3 miles in. Late start today, obviously. You can see there are lots of rocks down. That's headed south. This is back where I came from, down the hill, down in the valley there. Gained about 700-800 feet, back over 5,000 feet. I'm on the Mount Rogers trail right now, headed up. Mount Rogers is the highest point in Virginia. Not any place special, just not quite to the shelter yet, but I just wanted to show you, just go by this kind of view. So, while it'll be at a little lower altitude, supposedly after the shelters are like 4 miles of kind of open walking, open field area like this. And they're talking 70-mile-an-hour winds. It's calm right now, but it's been ripping through here. Hopefully at a little lower altitude it'll be better. Got a mic I might try that is supposed to make it a little bit quieter. I'm still about a mile before the shelter, but there's my first pony poop. So Grayson Highlands are famous for their ponies, and well, we're in the woods well before them, but apparently they don't do the boundaries very well. So headed north. I may not photograph all the poop I see. That's just the first one. Just thought I should and get it in before the wind starts knocking me around again. That's southbound, and this is northbound. More in a bit. So, I am at the Thomas Knob Shelter. And as you can tell, there's not a lot of tent sites right here at the shelter. However, there was a very nice fir grove back in this direction. We can see some of it here. A lot more back in that direction, just to the south, and there were a lot of nice looking potential tent sites back there that would be pretty sheltered. You can probably tell if you look at the trees, the wind is howling. Moving through the part of an open field area to get here, I had to take my hat off, and if it weren't for my trekking poles, I would have been knocked down multiple times. Really tough hiking. The 2-mile trails, about 2 miles of the trail before here, for me is tough hiking. A lot of rocks and roots, so climbing. Some put the trekking poles down, climbing. Not a lot of that, but a little for me. I know good hikers would stride over a lot of it and love it, but for me it was hard hiking. Quite a bit of it, the trail was a stream bed. Don't know, that probably doesn't happen much, but we had a lot of rain last night and early this morning. And I crossed lots of small brooks and streams. No idea how many of them would stay active normally. I mean, as you can tell, I think you can tell if you look here, the area between every rock here is a pond. And I'm sure that isn't normally the way it is. Just we got a lot of water last night and this morning. I suppose there's some great views behind the shelter. I'm sitting in the shelter right now. Nice enough, not huge, but nice enough. Pretty well sealed up, so it does cut the wind down well. I'm going to go back and take a look. There is a privy. I think I can see it right out there through the woods. Supposedly there's water right here. I don't know if I'm going to get water or not. I got to look what else is coming up. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is, of course, not like me. There's a bear box over there. It is not like me to climb up on rocks like this, but it's a good view. That's over behind that tree. I could stand up on those rocks, but I think everybody knows that ain't going to happen. Especially in this wind. It's unbelievable. I'm leaning against the rocks just to be stable now. That high point over there is Mount Rogers, tallest point in Virginia. There's the back of Cosby Knob Shelter. Another thing I didn't mention, that's a 2-level shelter. There's an upstairs. There's a ladder there, and I didn't really show that. Pass through the gate up there. This is the AT here. Just thought I'd show you a decent view of the Highlands area here. I think the gate is supposed to keep the ponies from wandering, but based on the amount of pony poop I've walked through, apparently it has limited effect. There are some inside here, though. I don't know if you can see the pile of pony poop in front of me. Anyway, headed north. Mile 499.9. Bunch of really nice campsites. There's some out in the open like this, but there's some others back here a little bit in the groves of trees. Pretty well protected. Looks like a nice spot to camp. Longer walk coming down here than I thought it would be, but maybe worth it. Really good water supply. I mean, it is literally coming right out of the rocks at over 5,000 feet. It's probably about as pure as you're gonna. I almost fell down. I shouldn't try to move while I'm using this thing. You can see they piped it up, so it's easy to fill a water source. You'll fill your water bag. So it's all corralled in to keep the horses and ponies from getting in here. There's a horse trail up not far from here. And of course there's been pony poop everywhere, so we know the ponies are around here. So I got probably a half-mile walk back to the AT now. Oh well, all uphill through the wind. So somebody rode 500 on the back of this sign, which is, 100 yards or so past where I just came from. Elk Gardens where I started today. And then here's a 500. Right here. A work of art. 500 miles from Springer Mountain, Georgia. Yay! Pictures I've been taking have been in the other direction, so I figured I would take this one around to the north and the east. Of course, it just had to go up and over that. You might see a white blaze up there. If there's a rocky high spot, the AT goes out of its way to go up and over it. It's just how it works. Headed north. So the Roan Highlands are famous for their ponies. And I'd like to get you a nice close-up, but that may be the best I get. There's 4 of them just ran down that roadway over there. So, I'm at Wise Shelter. I got here just before 6. Been a windy day. Lots and lots of rocks. I started at 9:30, so I got just under a 10-mile day in. Not great, but we went up over the highest point in Virginia, went through Grayson Highlands. I did a 45-minute side trip down for water, which I didn't need to apparently because there's been a lot of water since then. But anyway, I'm gonna turn this around and show you the area. It always surprises me that it lets me do that while I'm recording potion. That's my the footprint for my tent that was soaking wet, so I kind of hung it on a tree to dry a little bit. This is Wise Shelter. I'm going to back up a little bit. There's a fire pit out front, which hopefully no one will light. I will discourage it strongly, considering they are predicting gale force winds tonight. I was positive if getting here at 6, the shelter would be full, and I would have to walk. It's another couple miles to get out of the state park, and you can't tent in the state park. It's like 4 miles to a campsite, decent campsite, which would probably be beyond what I'd want to do at night. And it's like 6 something to the next shelter. So I was kind of had my mind up that it was going to be a miserable, evening of me hiking out of here to get someplace and set up a stealth site just outside the state park. The only thing that makes me think I might know why there's nobody here is they're predicting winds to 78 tonight. They're predicting the temperature to go to 26, and they're predicting a wind chill of 12, which I'm good with all those, to be honest. I won't have a problem with any of that, particularly in the shelter. No sweat. I had a wet tent I didn't want to set up, and I'm going to get it out and spread it out right now. Because since there's no one here yet, maybe this place will fill up. But right now, it's just me. So I set up over in that corner, you know, have that one side be a little bit more protected from the wind. Don't know, the wind seems to be coming more from that direction towards where the sun is right now, towards the west. It's usually where it comes from, but we'll see. Either way, doesn't matter, I'll be fine. There's a privy here. In fact, there's two privies here. There's an old style privy composting, and then there's a new style privy here. So they're both supposed to be fully functional. Haven't gone over there yet. There's supposed to be water nearby. I just came by a bunch of water on the trail, and I have everything is full. I don't need water right now. Good. So I gotta probably take that down before it rips itself up. It's pretty strong, but still, as you can tell, it's going to be a windy night. But I'm okay with that. Shelter doesn't seem to be moving a bit. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I had a pretty good day.